What's up, guys? TheDevildogGamer here. Today we're going to be talking about Escape from Tarkov and a lot of the issues that I've been seeing, my thoughts on them, the way maybe Battlestate could handle things a little better, and overall just hoping for the future of the game. Because right now it seems in a very peculiar pre-crash, Daisy standalone type thing. Now, before all the fucking, Escape from Tarkov fanboys jump down my dick and get all mad at me, I love Escape from Tarkov. This game is amazing. I've played it since day one alpha. Played it ever since. Probably won't stop playing it, even though it pisses me off sometimes. I think it has the potential to be one of the greatest games ever made. But the way Battlestate does things and the way Tarkov has some issues, it has the potential to be the next Daisy standalone if it is not handled correctly. If the same problems persist over and over again and you alienate your core fan base and get them to not play anymore because they're tired of your bullshit and you lose their trust, then, whatever you do in the future, people are just going to kind of look at it and be like, oh, it's been 4 years like Daisy standalone, ooh, kind of stuff like that. So you can put a sour taste in people's mouths and pretty much kill your game if you don't do it correctly. So that's what I don't want to happen. So hopefully someone from Battlestate kind of watches this video and gets my perspective on it. And this isn't not just only my perspective. I see it in my Twitch chat all the time, my YouTube comments, people quitting the game left and right, bitching about this and that. It's happening. People are getting tired of this same merry-go-round that we're going on. So I thought I would sit here and take the opportunity to talk about my issues with it, not just everybody, because some people don't have any issues with the game whatsoever because they're fucking lucky. Some people have sporadic, and some people have chronic issues with the game. So, from my standpoint, it went from sporadic last patch to chronic this patch. So I'm going to talk about my issues with it and some of the issues of the things that Battlestate has been doing specifically because they're dumb. First of all, we all know there's a desync issue with this game, right? The desync was not that bad in alpha. The worst I saw it was when they did some stress testing. When the floodgates of closed beta hit, everything went to shit. It was just insane. And we've been dealing with the same desync issue ever since. It's being worked on. They showed that the networking, the what's-his-face that did the main video showing it was like the worst we've ever seen. It has gotten better. But it's still bad. That's the problem. It's still bad. So, with this new patch, once all the glitz and glam of the new map and stuff hit, then you start to notice the bullshit. And this is one of the big bullshit things that I noticed was Battlestate removed region lock. Well, what does that mean? That means I can connect to a Chinese server with a 400 fucking ping and play against these Chinese guys and be unkillable. And yes, you can be unkillable. I actually recorded like an hour-long video of me playing on the Oceanic servers, and no one could kill me. But I decided not to post the video of it because I didn't want people to abuse it. Well, the people are abusing it anyways. So you have a game with a desync issue, right, where there's networking problems. And some guy at Battlestate said, hey, I know what might fix it. Let's remove region lock and let the fucking US players play on fucking halfway across the world, and halfway across the world guys play across on the US servers with like ridiculous pings. That'll make everything so much better. No, it doesn't. It's like dropping napalm on a forest fire. It's just gonna make it spread more. Like, it's just what... Whoever thought of this idea should really just sit down, get a coffee, and think a little bit before you start putting stuff in. Because that was by far the dumbest thing they did this patch. Like, seriously? Removing a region lock and letting people connect to whatever servers they want with a game that already has a notorious networking issue? GG, Battlestate. You're losing faith here real quick. So hopefully that gets fixed, because that was a terrible decision-making process. Now let's talk about the macros here. If you don't know, macros are just like basically little scripts that kind of let you click a bunch of times real quick. You hit a button that does like 10 clicks, real quick. It is banned by the EULA in Escape from Tarkov, so use of any third-party software, stuff like that, is a bannable offense. Recently, a streamer got caught using the one to buy on Trader, using a macro to buy on Trader. I gotta say, if you use macros, you are cheating in my books. It's basic cheats, But Dum Dum decides to do it right on his fucking live stream because he's fucking dumbass, you know. And hey, look at me, I'm using a macro, kind of promoting the bullshit. Well, of course, Battlestate has always kind of said that they don't ban the use of macros, but it states in their EULA that, you know, you can't use them. But the problem is that Battlestate doesn't have the way to ban them at the moment, it seems like, because they're working on banning them. Now, a normal person, especially from a PR standpoint, would not come out and say, yes, you can use macros, we don't suggest it, you might be banned in the future. Because the trader macro isn't the only one out there. There's ones for reduced recoil, there's ones that take semi-auto weapons and turn it into full auto, so full auto RSASs. So when they basically said that, yeah, yes, you can use macros, yeah, you know, we're not banning them, but you will be banned in the future, it opened up the floodgate to a game that already has hacking issues to now everyone can use these macros and Battlestate doesn't give a fuck. From a PR standpoint, that was the stupidest way they could have fucking handled it. First thing you could have done is force your EULA. So you have somebody on a live stream watching it, doing it on, ban them from the game. Easy, simple, done. Make an example. Tell everyone, no, you cannot use macros. Here it is in our EULA. You will be banned. Do not use them. Even if you don't have the facility, the capability to ban macros, that statement enough will keep enough people away from it. So now you don't have to worry about hacking and all the macros. Now you have, you know, you can just focus on the hacking. But now you have all the hackers, which there are tons of this patch, and then now you open it up to pretty much everybody using macros all the fuck they want, which is already happening. So, from a standpoint, it's, you know, of course they're not going to ban a live streamer that you know, that promotes their game. You know, you got to have some balls to do that, first of all, and, you know, whatever. We kind of know where they stand on that one, but opening the doors and telling everyone, yeah, you can use macros, even though it goes against the EULA, is a very mixed signal and was the wrong PR move to begin with. That statement just opened the doors to more bullshit. So now you're adding to the hacking issue that's already a big problem, and just green-lighting everyone with macros. So, you know, you take a worse situation and make it worse. Look at this. It's like Battlestate almost makes a bad situation worse every step they take. Imagine that. Holy shit. All right. So next up, interchange. All right. So we got an interchange here. You know, great map. It's awesome. Missing something though. There's just a little something missing. Oh, that's right. Scavs. Yeah. And player scavs. So they delayed the patch to work on to make optimizations to interchange, right? Everything launched. Interchange works great. Scavs are missing. Does that sound like a corner got cut somewhere? Or is that just me? You know, that scavs and player scavs are a core use of the game, or a core part of the game, and to release a map without them not only feels lazy but feels wrong. I know a lot of you would rather have a complete experience in a major content update than something half-assed, and I've been a big proponent of micro updates, doing micro content updates instead of waiting for these big massive, here's a map and hundreds of new items and we're going to do a wipe update to where they got to rush and get all this stuff done. How about they just do twice a week, every other week, or when they get something done, like, hey, we added 10 new handguards, here's an update. And that way they can debug those handguards if they cause a problem. They don't have to weed through a bunch of things. Or, hey, we added a new gun, here's the update. Instead of waiting around for these massive content updates where everyone gets mad and they start spamming on Reddit, give wipe, and stuff like that, and then they feel pressured and rushed, they can kind of put this stuff out as they get it done. And then maybe once they get a map done, fully done, drop the map and wipe it. And then keep going. Oh, we added new guns. Oh, and the next week, here's a few handguards for this gun. And the next week, here you go. That would be a better than what I feel like happened is they got put under pressure, rushed the content update, removed scavs because they couldn't get the FPS to work and they didn't want a Shoreline 2.0, and get it out. But that's just speculation on my part. But since it's the first map that's ever been released without scavs, that seems like the most logical reason why. And of course, you know, they released, you know, and it's like they're not paying attention. That Kiba key with the gun room in there in Interchange. Well, you know, for a few days people were like, oh, there's so much stuff in there. And they're like, oh, wait, we didn't mean for that key to spawn. What do you mean you didn't mean that for that key to be in the loot table? Like, did anybody look over this patch before it got released? So then they got to remove that and remove all the weapons out. And now they got to rework it. It's almost like nobody pays attention to what they're doing with their patch. Alright, so chalk that one up to Battle State again. And then, how many times have we had spawns reworked in some of these maps? Like woods and customs and stuff like that. Multiple times. So you think Battle State would have mastered, you know, where people should spawn, what's a good distance away, you know, what's the fairest, you would think by now, with the amount of spawn tweaking. No, because you release Interchange and you spawn literally next to people. You can't run 10 steps without getting into a firefight. So then they hotfix it. Oh, but wait, now you still spawn next to people, but in different positions. It's almost like there's no trying anymore, and it's just... We're just going to throw this out there and do stuff like this. Things like that. Same with the AI. Alright, so every update, I think this is 3 times this has happened now. As soon as the update hits, boom, scavs are like OP as fuck. Like, you know, leg made of your ass, fucking headshots through bushes and shit, and everyone's like, what the fuck, man, scavs are Terminators. They do some fixing through the life cycle of the patch. They get down to just a good level. Everyone's pretty happy with them. Then the next patch drops, and they flip the Terminator switch again. It's like, whoa, what happened? They were good. Scavs were working. What'd you do now? They're back to... This happened like 3 fucking times. How many times does it take to figure scavs out? Why do they keep reverting back to Terminator every time a patch hits? And it's just... this is starting to lead me to believe that Battle State has no fucking idea what they're doing. They have a great idea, they just have zero idea how to implement it. And, I don't know, man. Like, the desync issue, that's something that they gotta sort out, and they're working on. You know, I can't give them much hate for the desync issue, but it sucks, and it's making my will to play drop, and it's driving a lot of people away. Another issue that's been cropping up, that's with this patch specifically, is if you are looking in the general direction of someone firing at you, your frame rate tanks. Literally, like, you will get into a gunfight, you'll round the corner, the first shot that guy takes, you just drop to like 1 FPS. I have multiple videos of it with the FPS counter to show, like, just the tank. So you can't even react to people. They could be shooting a door next to you, and it just kills your FPS to where you're like at a slideshow and you can't even react. And it's just like, alright. So like things like that, even though it's a beta, yes, it's a beta, things like that discourage people from playing. And that's my biggest issue, is I don't want people to get discouraged from the same merry-go-round bullshit problems and this game die. That's my problem. So I want Battle State to pay attention. Like, Battle State, you have to pay attention. You have to handle PR things the right way. Which maybe lying out of your ass and handing a banhammer out is usually the right way, especially when you're trying to enforce your own EULA. You gotta fucking roll with it, dude. Please, when you do something the first time, keep it that way. When it comes to like spawns, scavs, when you get it down, you get it down. And also, stop rushing stuff. Please do. Think about the micro updates. Think about, instead of doing these massive content updates to where you're staying up all night and working fucking weekends, just release stuff as you got it. It'll keep us more engaged, and it'll give you guys less of a time crunch and allow you more time to focus on polishing the bigger items that you want released in the game. But, I love this game. I don't want to see it go the way of DayZ standalone. But the issues that keep coming around make it super hard to continue on. And I'm going to be with it for the long run. I am. I will be there, and hopefully one day I'll tell you this game is amazing and it's fucking no more desync and everything's great. But it's going to be a while. And there's a lot of people abandoning ship, so, you know, I'm hoping Battlestate kind of, you know, even if they watch this video, take from it, you know, maybe you should kind of just think about that. You know, that it has happened in the past. There have been super hyped games that have tanked because of lack of fucking, not even oversight, but just paying attention to what they're doing and caring about the general experience of their players. Which I'm not saying Battlestate does. I'm just saying that you know, that mindset is out there, you know. And game development's hard, and Battlestate, since it's Unity, it's a learning process probably for them. It just sucks that it's the same thing over and over again. So if you're like me and you're going to tough it out and go through the punches and the blows and keep playing, Godspeed, good luck to you. If you're one of those people who are done with it and are already over with it, watch my videos. I will let you know, any sort of change that I see. Trust me, I will be the first one to scream it from the mountaintops. But anyways, boys, hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, ideas, let me know in the comments below. Talk to you guys later. Peace.